Hey, Flosstube. It's Doxa Molly, the Lazy Stitcher. And welcome to my channel, or, welcome back if you've been watching. So yeah. Do I need to kick you out too? Alright, so let's talk about some stitchy stuff. I actually made notes this time, so first I'm just going to give a quick life update. Big news is you can see behind me the sneezing puppy. Apologies about our mess, but that sneezing dog is new. That's Willow. I conned my husband into adopting a third dog. So we have 3 dogs and 2 cats now. Aside from sneezing a lot, Willow is a lovely dog. She's very sweet, very mellow, which I like. But she has enough energy to go hiking, and she's just been a really good dog. I'll also perhaps insert a picture of her so you can get a better look at her, because you can't see her that well in the corner there. She has a bit of kennel cough, which is why she's been sneezing, and she was coughing a lot. She's getting a lot better, actually, so this is like the first time she's been sneezing today. It just figures it has to happen during my video. Had to kick out one of our other dogs, Skyly, because she was being very irritating. She is a whiny dog. Ugh, she's annoying. So, that's the big life update. Willow's doing overall well. She's doing well with the other dogs, with every person she meets, but she is a little weird with the cats, so we're a little touch and go on the cats. But at this point, I'm pretty sure it's going to end up working out because, if she had really, mean intentions towards them, if she was really going to harm them, she would have already tried by now. I mean, dogs are not masterminds. They don't sit there going, I'm going to gain your trust so that I may eat the cats. They're not. I mean, I've worked with a lot of dogs. They're typically not like that. Maybe someone else has met a dog like that. I have not. But, I can put her in a crate when no one's at home and if I'm worried, Okay, so that's the big news. The other little piece of a life update is that went to something called Strolling of the Heifers, which is a local thing, like a town over. They stroll, literally have a parade with cows down the street and tractors and stuff. Now, I didn't actually go to... My mom and I went with Robin, and we didn't go to the parade. But we did... They do have, like, a bunch of vendors and stuff. They have... Mom and I are addicted to cheap jewelry, which is funny because, like, I never wear jewelry. I buy all this cheap jewelry, never wear it. The only defense I have for myself is it all fits in one fairly small bin. So it's like... I can't feel that bad, But... that's like my other addiction. So, let's get into this actual update. I'm going to talk about my WIP progress. I'm going to talk about some stuff that I've been watching since, watching while I'm stitching. I have a really big haul, and I have a buyer beware. So, let's get going. With my rotation, at the end of, when I ended my own mania, I decided to get started back on Pretty Little New York. Now, this is a little weird because I worked on it for a week, and then right now I'm working on it again. It's come up in my rotation again, because I decided to change the order in my rotation, and then there's another reason too that I'll get into. Oh my god, her sneezing's driving me crazy. I might have to kick her out. I feel sorry for her, but seriously. I only have so much time. Okay, I can't take this. Hold on. Okay, back. Sorry about that. She's a really nice dog. It's not her fault she's sick. I don't want to be mean to her, but seriously, it was starting to drive me nuts. Hopefully you guys will survive it. So anyway, point being, it came back up in my rotation. I've worked on it only 2 days of my rotation so far. Which I wanted to time things differently, but anyway, you'll see. I'll explain. So yes, this is what it's going to look like finished. I will go ahead and insert a picture of what it looked like last time I worked on it. And this is what it looks like right now. I'm working on it, so some good progress. Yeah, check that out. So that looks good. Let's get that right on up there. Yeah. Move my lighting. So that looks real good, don't it? Yay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So basically, I filled in all of this area here, and just in the past 2 days I did this. My goal for this week is to finish down here. My hope is I can do that, because then I'm pretty sure that next rotation cycle I just have to do this, and there's a tiny bit of backstitch, and then I'm done. So I hear the final countdown playing in my head for this one. It's almost over. I'm just so over this piece. Like, I love it. It's really fun to stitch on. I love all the colors. I like the fact that there's enough of a block of colors that like I can go through a full thread. But it's not like confetti. It's perfect to stitch. It's just so much fun. But mentally, I'm done. I've been working on this for about a year now. I just want to be done with it. So one last look. I know I'm really clumsy at this. I haven't done it like this in a while, guys. I've been all about my phone. So yeah, hopefully the next time you see this, it'll be done. I hope. Okay. Next thing that was going in my rotation is after that I was like, okay, I'm going to start my new rotation, which is going to start with a BAP. In this case, I decided to start Motherhood. But I unstarted Motherhood. Ran into a problem. So I tried to pick some of it out from my piece of fabric. I couldn't get this out. This is what it was. And what happened is I did a few more stitches of it, right? And then it seemed like it was just really hard. And I know that I did choose to do something hard, which is I decided to do 2/110 on 28 count. But it just seemed even harder than I thought it would be. And that's when I suddenly noticed something. I was looking at this fabric, and there's probably no way you're going to catch this. I'm not going to bother to try to get you guys to see it. But basically, it looked like it was not square. So, did some measuring. 28 by 22 is what the count was. It's uneven even weave. So, that just sucks. Because this is not a particular piece where I can have uneven even weave. It's circular. It's just not gonna work. So that was really upsetting. Thank goodness I noticed this before I got a lot into it. I only worked on it for like 1 day of mania, and I'd put like 6 stitches in when I suddenly noticed something was off. So immediately I had a bit of a panic, because I've been in a Fabric of the Month club, and I was just like, what if all of them are like that? So I checked, and the other ones are fine. Sorry, I was going to show you, but I don't think I'm going to be able to really show you guys. So the other ones, I can immediately tell that there's a difference, and it looks much more even, so thank goodness for that. So that sucks. So I was like, what am I going to do? And I decided, all right, I got to get another piece of fabric, but it's going to be kind of expensive. You know, hand-dyed fabric is not cheap. And what I ended up doing is I put the stitch count into a stitch calculator, you know, fabric calculator. and I realized that it would fit on a fat eighth instead of a fat quarter. So this means it's not going to be too bad. It wouldn't be too expensive. So looked at picture this plus, saw some stuff I liked, nothing really that I was sold on, and then I looked at hand-dyed fabrics by Stephanie, and I found something that I think is going to be perfect. Knock on wood. I really, really hope it's good. So I'm going to go ahead and insert a picture of Motherhood again. And then I'm going to also insert a picture of Spellbound by Hand-Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie. I think it's going to be good, right? Yeah. So if all goes well, everything will be fine. But right now I'm waiting for that fabric. So I was like, all right, what am I going to do? Let's just move on in my rotation. I could have worked on A Time for Sugaring again, but I've kind of let that go already in my head, you know? So my next week of my rotation is Smalls week, so I decided to work on some small stuff. Started this one during Mania, and I finished it in a few days. Rock the stash, the mustache. So there is a mistake. It's kind of obvious once I point it out. Yep, you see that? That one little back stitch is off. I am lazy, so I didn't fix it. It is kind of obvious too, but I do not care. I'm bad. So yeah, I finished that, and then I haven't worked on this one in a long time. This is what it's going to look like when it's finished. Mill Hill kit. Cute little owl. I love that. I love owls. So that's really cute. I'll show you guys the last time I worked on it. I think that was last year. It's been a long time since I worked on this one. But I got a lot of progress. I mean, it's a Mill Hill kit. So there we go. There. Yeah, again, not the best lighting. I'm sorry. So yeah. Good news. I'm just about done with the regular cross stitch. There's only a little bit more at the bottom, like the owl sitting on a branch and stuff. And then after that, it's just a little bit of back stitch, straight stitch, and beading. So next time I work on this, I should be able to finish it. Yay! So then in my rotation, it's the Birth Record that's next, and then Pretty Little New York, which I already showed you. But I'll show you the Birth Record for my son. So it's by Stitch Rovia. This is what it's going to look like finished. I haven't told you guys any of the fabrics I'm working on. Pretty Little New York is on 28 count tea-dyed Monaco. You know, perforated paper, Ada in a kit. Busilla kit is what the mustache is, sorry. And this one's 14 count white Ada. So that's what it's gonna look like when it's done. Very cute. I'll show you what it looked like last time. Okay, and here it is now. Got some really good progress. For me, especially. There we go. Sorry, I have to poke around real quick so I can see. Come on. Focus. Oh my goodness. There we go, darlings. So yeah. I got a lot done. Just gonna try my hardest to get this kind of in frame for you guys and talk about it. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm looking through the fabric. Okay, so basically last time I'd finished this banner, and then this time I added the sun, the socks, and all of this, which took forever. Felt like I was working on that forever. I do not like doing individual X's. Good job. All right, I don't like doing that, but I did it. And still looks fantastic. The coverage isn't great on that dark blue because it is 14 count. I'm doing 2/1. Whatever. Those are the consequences of my choice. So, welcome, baby. Once I'm done with this block, it's kind of halfway done. I say kind of because, as you can see, there's a lot more motifs and a lot more going on the bottom half. But it's halfway down at that point, so. I really like stitching it, aside from I didn't like doing the straight across big blocks, but whatever. I got through it, and it's looking really good. Good progress. Okay, next. Not a surprise, I finished May. This is the Lizzie Kate Yearbook series. I've been stitching it on 28 count light mocha cashel linen by, I think it's Weigart. So there it is. Very cute. Has everything but the charm, because I'm doing the charms last. I'm rethinking of how I'm going to finish these. I was originally going to just put them all in one frame and switch them out, but I don't like that idea anymore, so I'm going to be going to like Michael's and Joann's. I'm just going to look around and try to get ideas of how I'm going to finish them. Last thing to show you is June. I've been working on June for the same series. It's going to look like, well, that's just the materials. You can see that. It's going to look like so. That's actually my favorite design so far. It is so cute. Haven't gotten a ton done yet. There we go. Basically, I've done, I think those are supposed to be roses, and then I'm working on a mushroom. And that's it. What date is it so far? It's the 7th of June, so I'm doing okay. Not great, but that's all my whips. All right, so let's quickly look at, I sort of framed my Triceratops. If anyone remembers this damn Triceratops. Anyway, I need to clean the glass still, and the other problem is I don't have anything I can do to the back at the moment. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do to keep this in. I might just remove the back, add some hooks and a wire to hang it. I don't know yet, but I at least got it on the foam core, and I actually got it pretty straight. So yeah, aside from having to clean the glass, it also looks like the piece could have used even more ironing, but and I gotta be honest, this frame is not the best choice for it. I picked it entirely because it was cheap. But whatever. I'll just show you guys real quick. There's the Triceratops. So I'm gonna have to remove it one more time to clean the glass again because there's some issues. Ooh, see my light. Ooh, what's that? Anyway, Triceratops for my son. Let me get that real close. Maybe that'll help. No, not helping. Okay, well anyway, you've seen, if you watched my channel like in the past, this damn Triceratops took forever. I really do like it. You know, the white matte is not a happy choice for this. And again, it's not really the right frame for it, but I'm cheap and the price was right. So I just have to figure out what to do to the back of this thing. But on the bright side, I did pinning for the first time on foam core, and it turned out fine. Had a hard time cutting the foam core. I think I might make my husband do it next time. But yeah, I did it. You know, I'm actually kind of happy about it. So, all right. Okay, that's everything I have to show you for my whips. Before I get into my haul, I'm just going to quickly talk about what I was watching while stitching. One thing I watched was a movie based on one of my favorite books called Before I Fall. It's about a girl who, it's a young adult. It's about a girl who's, she's like a mean girl at school, her and her group of friends. And then one day they go to a party, and after the party they get into a car accident and she dies. And then she wakes up and it's the same day again, and she keeps reliving the same day. So it's like a combination of like Mean Girls and Groundhog Day. But it's really good. I love the book. Not crazy about the ending, but I love the book regardless. The writing's really beautiful, and I just loved it so much. The movie's okay. As far as an adaptation, they keep some things the same. They change a lot too. It was a mix there. One of probably my favorite character in there, I don't think the actor they picked, like, he wasn't quite right. He wasn't bad, but he wasn't quite what I pictured. He came off a little creepy as opposed to adorably charming, which is how he's meant to be, in my opinion. But yeah, I still overall enjoyed it. And then the other thing I watched, aside from Flosstube, of course, I watched a lot of Flosstube, is one of my favorite TV shows on Netflix, Sense8, which is about 8 people who are like, I guess the best way to say it's a sci-fi show. They're psychically connected, and they can like, you know, they can talk to each other in their minds and stuff, and they can actually also take over each other's bodies in a way, but they do it to help each other, which is really cute. Like, it's I don't know, it's really touching. And they're a very diverse group of people, all kinds of, you know, they live all over the world, different sexualities, different races, different, you know, everything. It's just, I don't know. I loved the fact that they'd all help each other like that. It's so touching. I love it. Just gives me like all good feelings inside, despite the fact that it is still a very violent show. There's a lot of sex in it too, so if you're not, you know, into that, great show. And then I started watching season 2. I was watching it slowly to kind of savor it, and it got canceled. Netflix canceled it, so as a warning if you are interested in watching it. It's been canceled, and it ended on a cliffhanger. On one hand, I'd love it if you guys checked it out, because I want it to get more views so that maybe they'd reconsider, but at the same time, FYI, it's dead in the water, so. Sad. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and insert my super long, ridiculous haul. Hey everyone. I know you're admiring my amazing hat. This is the I need to shower, but I really needed to film this haul, and this is one of the only opportunities I have hat. So, I have a lot of haul. Like a crazy, like ridiculous, you're gonna wonder and judge me kind of haul. So let's get into this, and I'm gonna go. So, I got boring fabric. Got this at Michael's, Irish linen, 28 count even weave tea dyed. It's weird, it's an even weave, yet it's linen. I don't really get how that works, but okay. Charles Craft, okay. So, I've never used this fabric. We'll see if I like it. Just wanted some basic cheap fabric. And then I also got at AC Moore 2 things of the Charles Craft 28 count Monaco tea dyed one, because they don't have tea dyed at Michael's, either where my mom lives or in where I live. So there you go. Boring stuff. Let's get into the more fun stuff. We'll start with charts. So I went to the World in Stitches, which is the L&S near my mom again. And I didn't get a lot there. Mostly I got floss because I knew she had a lot of gas, and you know, moolah. So I'll show you what I got for charts, because I I have a chart problem. I'm going to get into that, but because most of this haul is just charts. So I got, oh, sorry. The lighting's weird because I don't have, the natural light is leaving, so I put a lamp here. Anyway, Alice by Ori TM. Finagle it. There you go. It is one of the coolest charts ever, you guys. That is so cool. But it's huge. I had no idea it's huge. It's gigantic. It's like 9 full pages. Full set, yeah. That's huge. The other thing I got, and this one was a cheaper one, Cross-L Wing Collection. Crossed. There's a sticker there. Crossed Wing Collection. Aim high. Now what's funny is, so it's a baby robin. Or I think it's a robin. Baby bird. Baby robin bird. So that's why I wanted it. What it says around the bird is hilarious. It says, well, it's not that funny, but I witnessed the passing of a millennium, 1999, and the hatching of a new 2000, aim high. Yeah, I'm not going to do the words. Needless to say. That's old. So, the other thing I got was a bunch of gas. Most of these are for the chart Live Simply that I got a while ago. So, not all of it. So that's, I'm not going to go into every single one of those. I got some weeks too, and I got a Crescent Color Works. But most of these, and they're not that exciting. There's some nice colors in here, but they're not exciting colors. They're more, you know, it's meant to be like an antique sampler. And of course, because my lighting's all funky, it's not looking exact, but you get the idea. I got a bunch of sampler art. And then the more interesting colors I got, she went ahead and kind of did a conversion for me for a smaller piece that I have of strawberries. There we go. Aren't those pretty? Those are a little more exciting. Ruby Slipper, Green Apple, and Baby Spinach. So those are kind of like a conversion there. So that's it from there. I didn't get a lot. I got more in other places. One down. So now I have 2 A Stitcher's Paradise orders. So she was having a thing where during Easter time, she had this thing where she would post an egg and you had to say me please first, and then you get 10 charts for $10. Yeah, I couldn't pass that up because I'm a chart junkie, chart hoarder. But before we get into that, let's get into the stuff I paid for that time. Well, I paid for the 10 charts for $10, but you know what I mean. Like, stuff that I specifically picked. Got Halloween, just cross stitch, Halloween edition, 2013. Now, I gotta be honest, don't care for the charts on the front that much, but I had a feeling I'd like what's inside, and I do. I like a lot of the stuff on the inside. I, like many stitchers, love Halloween. A lot of us are about Halloween and Christmas, and so am I. Not gonna lie. I like most holidays, but still, those do it for me. So I got this. The picture on the chart is not very good. Like, it's like they needed more lighting for this, but this is super cute. Spring lineup. Like little turtles, and is that a frog? Yeah, that's totally a frog and flower. I love that. So cute. By the Trilogy. Love it. Oh yeah. Here's a big one. That's like a smaller one. Who knows when I'm going to do this. Teresa Wentzler's Celestial Dragon. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I like that it's like a Chinese themed dragon instead of the usual European, more fantasy dragon. Yeah, that's huge. Don't know when I'm going to do that. Here's another, like, similar springy sampler. This is cute. I would not do it on the same color fabric as this because it kind of fades the whole thing out. See what I mean? So what it says is, with the spring comes new life. Let's see if we can get an actual... Oh god, that's terrible. Yeah, I'm making it worse. There we go. There you go. You can get a good look. So that's super cute. I've never even done a sampler. Yeah, I keep getting samplers. Okay. Then this I couldn't pass up. It was cheap. It's cute. Val stitch and stuff. So it's summer and spring. Now there are buttons that are kind of necessary for this. I'll have to find those or find replacement buttons. That'll work. So, but that's cute. So the rest of it, there's a little freebie that's like a pumpkin, and but the cool thing about it is it's a little kit. It has like the fabric and stuff, but it just doesn't have the floss, and it has a charm too. But I can't show you that. It's just the chart on the other side. And she threw in for free this. I love this. F is for forest. That is so cute. I love that. She knows my taste. Okay, so now my 10 charts for $10. She did a good job picking out stuff I like. I'm not crazy about everything, I'm going to be honest, but I like most of it. This is my favorite, and it was the top one. And she knows I like birds. Like lately I've been getting birds. Here we go. Bluebirds sitting in the tree singing of simplicity. I love it. That is me. I love birds. Super cute. I like this one too. I'm getting more into primitives lately. I've been starting to feel them. So, have ye any wool? A whole basket full. I like it. I dig it. Alright. This one I'm not as into. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I can see why she picked it for me. Because, and I mean, obviously a lot of this is, she was probably just like, I gotta get rid of this stuff. Because it's got a bird, but it's a little corny for me. It's cute, but, you know, we'll see. Oh, I like this quite a bit. This is really cute. I would not do that on a bag or anything, not gonna lie. But I would stitch this on something. It's cute. Oh yeah, this is really cute too. This I think would be a good, like, for a little kid's room. Love grows here. It's a bunny. And it says love grows here. And I don't know, I have to see what his little face is in. He looks fuzzy, which is cute. The lighting is so bad. There we go. You can kind of see that. That's not that bad. I love this. This is so cool. It's small and simple, but very neat. Check that out. I love that. That's really cool. Oh yeah. This is another one okay, I'll show it to you guys. I really like this. It's very pretty, and I like the colors. I actually am really big on white and pink. I like super feminine things, but we're not a religious household. You know, I'm nothing against religion. I don't want people who are religious to watch the channel to feel like I'm a hater. I'm not. We're just not a religious household, and I'm not gonna stitch an angel. There's some other things that you're gonna see. It's the same situation, so I don't know. I would consider doing her without the wings, maybe, or I don't know. I do like it, but it's not me. Oh, I love this. This is beautiful. That's gorgeous. I love it. I love it. That's a good one. Oh, I like this too. May you be blessed with only the best. Yep. That's great. Love it. And then this one's pretty cute too. I'm going to read it now because it's hard to read. Be it ever so bumble, there's no place like home. There we go. It's like a scarecrow. That's a little hard to see. but it's hard to see in person. So, that's the first chunk of Stitcher's Paradise stuff with my 10 random charts. Exciting. That was fun. This is the haul. I got this recently, but I figured I'd put all the Stitcher's Paradise stuff together. So, next set. There's a lot of haul, guys. Okay. I gotta get through this because my husband's gonna kill me if he has to watch the baby for too long. So, Little House Needleworks Be Merry with the 2 little snowmen. That is super cute. What I like about this, she included some floss. So I have my whole holiday thing. I'm going to do a holiday, something for every holiday. Well, all the major holidays we celebrate. I'm going to use this for Christmas. I'm sticking with little things, I've decided, because that's easier. Oh yeah, this is really pretty. You can't see the whole thing, but Beehive sampler. I love the colors, these purples. She included this floss, and there's a little beehive charm in there. Oh, let me show you that. There it is. It's cute, and it's really pretty. I just love those colors. Again, I like feminine, like traditionally feminine things. Oh, I love this too. Of course, I picked this stuff out. April showers bring May flowers. Just love the colors. Love the prettiness. It's a nice little small. Very cute. Oh, and I got this. There's some floss included that she included. But around the robin's nest. That's why I had to get it. Because it's robins. But that's cute. Just kind of like old, more primitive-ish style, I'd say. I like that. Here's some more floss that goes with, not very exciting, it's just some DMC. With this chart, best of friends will always be you, the dog, the cat, and me. I am an animal lover. We have cats and dogs. So there you go. Had to get that. She gave me a card, actually, which was really sweet. You know, saying thanks for buying so much of her stuff, like the crazy woman I am. She didn't say that, but I know she thinks that. Anyway, she included a needle and some floss that I don't know what this is. It's a DMC, and it's like shiny. 30745. It's like this shiny DMC. I don't know what this is. It's pretty. I like it. Okay. I got... I purchased, and I don't know why I only did two sheets of perforated paper. 14 count. Wow, that looks really trippy, doesn't it? It's an optical loop. Anyway, I got 2 sheets of that. I only got 2. I could have gotten a lot more, but I wasn't really sure what I was doing, so I just got that. And then she included for free an 18 count perforated paper, which is kind of cool. I'd like to try that. This is the other free item. This Christmas casuals and wait. Most of these are not really my style, but they are cute, and I think I could see myself doing 1 or 2 for ornaments, you know, even though it's not quite my style, it's cute. We'll see. Okay. How are we doing? Oh my god, I forgot how much stuff I got. This is ridiculous. So next, Barnes & Noble. Bought magazines. Way too many magazines, in fact. Show you the magazine kits. I really like this kit. Very cute. Little animals. I'm not as into this one. I like fairies a lot, but it looks like you just do the fairies like outfit. That's weird. Whatever. And then Elephant bobbins. Cool. Okay. Those are the kits. So, cross stitcher. I believe this is the April edition. Got that. Then I got just cross stitch. Love it. Love almost everything in here. And I also got the World of Cross Stitching. I believe that's April. Wait. I think it's March and April. I don't think they say, but they're cute. If anyone wants me to flip through, just let me know. I'm sure other people get those. I'm sure there's other flip throughs, but I wouldn't mind. Okay. The last bit. Oh my god. I'm going to have to look up what it's called and tell you guys, but there was a surprise. There was this like cross-stitch thing that happened not far from where my mom lives. And I didn't know about it until people posted about it in Stitch Mania and said, oh, it's in Nashua, New Hampshire. And I was like, wait, that's not far. I thought it was like a cross-stitch store. No, it was like special cross-stitch thing. Oh my god. I was like, I missed out going on Saturday, but it was happening Sunday, and they had shopping. You had to pay to shop, but it ended up being worth it, and we kind of made our money back, because Mom and I both won door prizes that day. And the door prizes we got were charts. So you just saw all the charts I got, right? Like, I have a ton of charts. I got more charts, and more random charts that I didn't necessarily pick. So, let's go. Sorry, I'm laughing because this is ridiculous. Like, what person does this? So anyway, first. Oh my god, the lighting's getting worse. Kindred Spirits. That's cute. I like that. Alright. These are both lovely. Angels we have heard on high. And it came upon, I really love the look of this one. It came upon a Midnight Clear, and it's got the button. But again, we're not religious. I might do this one because I just really like it that much, and it's really aesthetically pleasing. This one, the other one is too. It's just not religious. So, oh, I love this. Ooh, come on. There we go. That is so pretty with like the moon. I love it. Love it. This is my mom's bunch. I like the stuff that she got in her pack more than me. Oh, love this. Strands of Color, Threads of Life. Yep, yep. I like it. I like it. Next. Oh my god, I love this. May peace attend all your hours and all your pathways bloom with flowers. Gorgeous. I love that. Oh my god. I hope you guys can actually see these well enough. I know I'm not getting them super close. It would be a shame if I had to refilm this. My husband would kill me. Oh, love this too. It has a big button. Snails and tails. For little boys. And I got a little boy, so. Let's see if the camera will adjust with the bad light. There we go. Love it. Oh, and I love this one too. It's also got a big button. Watermelon seeds. Love it. Now the next group is the ones that I won, which I'm not as into these, but there's some good stuff. We've got like this alphabet thing. I wouldn't just stitch an alphabet, but I could potentially use it as like a font for something. Oh, I love this. In the rhythm of the needle, there is music for the soul. It's beautiful. It has beads. Love it. Just Nan. Let's see if I can... It's not really focusing, but there you go. It's beautiful. Here's another one of the religious-y ones. While shepherds watch their flocks by night. Shepherd's bush. It is beautiful. Okay. And then it's like it's a snowman going to the South Pole. Can you see that? Yeah, there you go. That's cute. And then this one's a duck, like a watering can. That's cute too. I'm not crazy about those two, but I still like them. And then this one is a beautiful Merry Christmas, but it's more, again, religiously themed. So, debatable whether I would do that. Yep, I would do this. America the Beautiful. Love it. Sorry if you see me peering over. I'm trying to see if it looks good. The Berry Patch. I like this. Yep. Dig it. So, out of those, I like most of them. The ones that I'm not as into, plus the more religiously themed things, at some point, I really ought to do a giveaway. At this point in my life, with everything with the baby and all, don't think I can handle it. But, just things like going to the post office are difficult for me. But, when I get my stuff in gear, that's what I'm going to do. And so yeah, hopefully, knock on wood, future giveaway at some point for the things that I'm never going to stitch and I know it. Might hold on to other things stubbornly, but okay. So now let's get into stuff that was paid for. Some of this was given to me from my mother. Good. But yeah. So Rosewood Manor was there. I love Rosewood Manor, but I was trying to think of getting... So anyway, my main aim for this was to try to get things that I wouldn't be able to normally get. Stuff that's, from other countries or from designers I hadn't heard of. Stuff that I wouldn't be able to get elsewhere. Now, I did get some stuff that I can get in other places. I also went for stuff that was cheaper. I tried to stay away from mostly the expensive charts. There are a few exceptions, but... So, Rosewood Manor was there. Obviously, that's a more well-known designer, but this was on clearance, and I love it. Birds of a Feather. Beautiful. And I also got this one, Blue Watercolor Butterfly. They had that one stitched there, and it was beautiful. Love it. Next, I've got, this is by Romy's Creations. They're from Italy. Give Wings to Your Dreams. I like it. I've been into bees lately. They're so cute. And they also have it also comes with charms, and then separately I bought one of their flosses, their hand-dyed flosses. The flosses were $4 a skein, which I think they're lovely, but that's just more money than I could afford. So I only bought one. I bought what I found to be the main color here. There were the other color that's in here, this blue, I think that's more of my type of color, but I thought that made the most sense. Get the one that's most prominent, right? Oh, yeah. So there was also Dutch Treat Designs. Hey, a stitch too far. And I love this. This was a kit for only $15, and how cute is that? Daffodil hang up. Daffodils are my favorite flowers. I think this is beautiful. And when I say it's a kit, it comes with the rod and everything, the fabric. This is great. So that was a good deal, and that was something I would never be able to get otherwise. Okay. Yeah. There's so much stuff in here. Okay. This is something I could get in other places, but I've never seen it. I've got prices on this. This is embarrassing. So anyway, Summer House. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Again, the birds. My obsession with birds. So that's pretty. Now I also got this, another one, Kathy Barrick. This was stitched up there, and that's what made me want to get it, was seeing it stitched up, because it is pretty from the thing, but it's amazing in person. Yeah. Bird. And then Alright, these next two are ink circles, so obviously ink circles, we all know them. Could get it anywhere, but I couldn't help it, I got. So this is for my, I'm gonna do this for my husband at some point. Tools, because that's what he's into. And then I also got, I've never done anything like this. More of a mandala kind of a thing. Trebly. Blue Morpho. It's pretty. Oh, there should be another one in here. Where is it? There we go. Okay, so then I also got stuff by JBW Designs. I've never heard of them, but I got 2, well, technically 4 patterns from them. Got these cute little, oh, the lighting's not good. There we go. And what's cute is they've got little pictures that make up the shape of it, little motifs. It's super cute. And then I also got this crow as well. Love it. So those are cute. And then lastly for charts, this really is the last chart finally. The primitive hair was there. Now, I know I can just get stuff on their Etsy store and whatnot, but I wanted to get, you know, in person. Red Riding Hood. I love Little Red Riding Hood. I think this is super awesome and pretty and creepy, and I love it. I really love it. So, someday. Lastly, I did get some fabric as well. I wanted to get fabric. The thing about fabric and why I don't get as much fabric because I'm always trying to like think of what I would use it for, you know? I've kind of stopped wanting to just get fabric to get fabric. But I had 2 things in mind. I have Celtic Summer, and I have Persephone. So those are like the 2 charts. So I got, and this is kind of a big gamble. This is for Celtic Summer. It's a bright green color. And that's lighter, but it kind of does look like that. And I got it in 32 count, but it's actually supposed to be in 28 count, which I didn't remember correctly. That said, it's big enough piece, and I think I might just go for it anyway. It'll be smaller. I think the beads will work okay. I asked about it on Stitch Mania, and then someone was like, well, you know, what I found is that it was fine for individual beads or small groupings, but when you had a lot of beads together, I had to just leave out a bead here and there, but it still worked, so good to know. My second piece of fabric I got is for Persephone. Persephone's huge, so it's supposed to be like, according to a calculator, 18.5 I think is the smaller measurement. This one is 18 by like 32 or something, but that's totally fine at 1/4 of an inch less on each side. So I got this. I got excited about this because I've heard about silk weavers and their silk weaver and their fabric, and people talk about how long it takes to get. And so I was like, there's going to be silk weaver here. And I was like, I need to get some of the fabric, but the problem was trying to think of what I would use it for, and I couldn't just buy expensive fabric for no reason. So I did find this piece, like I had been having a hard time finding anything, and then I found this, which is perfect for Persephone. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect, and I'm so happy I found this. It's by Silk Weaver. It's 32 count, which is what Persephone, the model, stitched on at least. And it's Bewitched. It's Weigart Wexford linen. So it's gorgeous. Perfect. Okay. That is my ridiculous haul. Just a few parting thoughts. So I think when it comes to cross stitch stuff, we all have our certain vices when it comes to those of us who like to get haul, right? We have certain things that we go for. And obviously I have this thing about charts. I like to get charts. I think it's because I like the possibility of things. And then I kit things up, like I get the fabric and the threads later. But I've hit the max. I've hit my max saturation of like charts. This is ridiculous. I have so many charts now. So I am going to be cutting back. I'm not going to lie, I'm still probably going to get some stuff here and there from Stitcher's Paradise, but from here on out, you know, and I am going to have to still get the rest of the yearbook series from Lizzie Kate, but from here on out, not as many charts. They're obviously my vice, and I need to stop. You know, some people it's needle minders, some people it's floss, some people it's fabric. I'm a chart junkie. So, anyway, love you all. Hope you enjoyed. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed the haul. That was ridiculous, right? I have one last thing to talk about. And this is a kind of a sensitive situation, a little bit. So, I was in a Fabric of the Month club. I've talked about it before, and I'm going to go ahead and say who it was. It's Fun Fabrics it's a Facebook group, Fun Fabrics for cross-stitching is what it's called. And I received 4 fabrics, one of which, unfortunately, as I mentioned before, did not work out, but the other 3 look fine. And then April comes along, and I get a tracking. I see that there's a tracking, something's coming. But then the Fun Fabrics lady messaged me and was like, oh, I had this personal circumstance. I have to re-dye all the fabrics. So the one that I sent you isn't the fabric of the month. Here's it's like a freebie essentially. I was like, okay, I'll show you what I got. I'll get more into the situation in a sec. So it's smaller. I normally get like a 18 by 21, and this one's 11 by 18. Yeah, that's not bad. I like that. It's a little more busy than I prefer, but that's fine. I like it. I can use this. So I was like, oh, that's nice. But, you know, she claimed the fabric was gonna come soon, and it didn't. And I kept messaging her about once a week. I just had one of those bad feelings, you know? Like when you get a bad feeling and you're like, something's not right about this. So, coincidentally, in another cross-stitch group that I don't even think I purposely joined, I noticed the administrator made a post saying that there had been a fabric dyer who was ripping people off. And what she would do is she would, you know, when people harassed her enough, she would finally send something so that PayPal had a tracking number, but she wouldn't send like a full order, or she'd send people stuff that wasn't their stuff, so it made it harder for them to get returns. So I messaged the administrator and I was like, is it Fun Fabrics? And she's like, yep. Okay. So at this point, I was pretty sure I was going to get ripped off. And I had made the mistake. I had already paid for my May fabric too. Which is, typically I wouldn't do that. But I had received my fabrics before. So I, was trying to trust her. Anyway, I just kept messaging her once a week, pretty much knowing that I'm probably getting scammed at this point. And she would just keep giving me excuses, which is what I figured. But then all of a sudden, I see another, I get emailed that something's shipped. And I'm like, well, maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I'll actually get my 2 fabric of the months. I'll show you what I got. So I got something. I got 3 tiny pieces of linen. Like, this is tiny. 3 of these things. These are next to useless for me. I mean, maybe I can make ornaments out of them. I guess they're kind of big enough for an ornament, but they're almost useless. Like, I can't do anything substantial with that. And the color is not particularly good for an ornament anyway. So, yeah, okay, you're scamming me. I know. So I went ahead and I messaged her on Facebook. She ignored me. A few days later, I went ahead and asked for a return on PayPal because they want you to go through the buyer first. I did get a reply after a few days from someone claiming, oh yeah, she scammed me. She took over my PayPal account. Like, I let her use it and she scammed tons of people. You know, I've lost like $500 because of this. But yeah, I'll give you a return. That wasn't too long ago. I think that was just yesterday. And she said she'd return the money by Friday. Today is Wednesday, so we'll see. It sounds like a BS story, but if I get my money back, I'll be happy. So we'll see. Hopefully, knock on wood, I'll actually get my money back. Otherwise, that would be nice. It would be easier. Otherwise, I will have to try to get my money back through PayPal, which will be more work, but I should be able to get a refund. I took screenshots of all the conversations with her. Took screenshots of her Facebook group, which I should leave that, by the way. But anyway. So yeah, FYI, Fun Fabrics for Cross Stitching on Facebook. She is a total scam. At one point, she was dying, and I did receive some lovely fabrics, and I had positive things to say. But yeah, I don't know what happened, but clearly not legitimate. Other thing to mention. So yeah, this is why I didn't say anything about my incorrect fabric, because at this point this had happened already after I pretty much had realized I'm probably getting scammed. So I'm not gonna like message her and be like, can you replace my piece of fabric? It's uneven. Yeah, good luck with that. So there you go. You live and you learn. That's why when I got a replacement piece of fabric for Motherhood, I went for people who I know are legitimate and I can trust. So it's not the end of the world. Hopefully I get my money back. If I do, I'll be able to make a nice little 1, 2, 3 stitch order, you know. I've still got to get July and August, which I had it in my cart for 1, 2, 3 stitch, and then when I I just had it sitting there for like a couple of days. I don't know why I did that. Then when I finally was like, oh, I'm going to cash out, they were out of them. It's back ordered now, so I deserve it. But hopefully they'll get in stock before July, because otherwise I don't know what I'm going to do. Well, I do. I'll just work on something else. I've got lots of stuff to work on, so. But hopefully that'll get in stock soon. So, okay. We've gotten to the end, finally. Just want to say thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed. I really appreciate subscribers and commented. I love seeing you guys' comments. It makes me happy. I try to reply as fast as I can. Sometimes it's a few days, but I'm going to try. I swear. And you guys are great. It just is such a lovely community. And even though I'm a novice stitcher, like, I feel like I can still belong even though I'm lazy. So, I hope you're all doing well. And, yeah, that's it. Bye, everyone.